Imagine texting your best friend exciting news, only to see them ignore you, and then celebrate with someone else. That's not bad luck. That's a fake friend. Let's break down how to spot them. You know that sinking feeling when the people you trust most start to feel off? One day they're cheering for you, the next they're nowhere to be found. That confusion is not in your head. It's often the first sign of a fake friend. In this video, we're not just listing red flags. We'll dive into real, everyday examples, the little behaviors that slowly reveal someone's true colors. By the end, you'll know exactly how to separate the friends who lift you up from the ones who quietly pull you down. 1. They talk behind your back. A real friend defends you when you are not in the room. A fake one does the opposite. Picture this. You leave a group hangout feeling good, only to later hear that your so-called friend replayed your every word like gossip. It stings because betrayal rarely comes from strangers. It comes from those closest. And here's the twist. You often won't know right away. Fake friends are skilled at smiling in your face while planting doubt behind your back. Psychologists call this two-faced validation. They agree with you in person, then seek status by mocking you later. It's not about you, it's about their insecurity. But recognizing this early protects you from years of one-sided loyalty. Real friends build your reputation. Fake ones chip away at it when you cannot defend yourself. And once you see this pattern, it becomes impossible to unsee. 2. They throw you under the bus. Ever notice how some people suddenly vanish when things go wrong? Imagine working on a group project and the deadline is missed. Instead of owning their part, that friend quickly says, "It was all your idea." Fake friends are quick to shift blame because protecting themselves matters more than protecting the bond. But here's what's more dangerous. Sometimes they do it with charm, making others believe their version of the story. This isn't just immaturity. It's a survival tactic rooted in fear of accountability. People like this rarely change unless they face real consequences. The longer you excuse it, the more they'll repeat it. True friendship means sharing both wins and failures. Fake ones hand you the failures and keep the wins. When someone sacrifices your trust to save face, you've already seen their true priority. And it isn't you. 3. They cancel plans. Again and again. We all understand when life happens. An emergency, a busy week, a family event. But when someone cancels on you constantly, it's not about bad luck. It's about priority. Imagine getting dressed, ready to meet, only to receive that, "Sorry, can we reschedule?" text for the third time this month. You start to wonder, am I just a backup plan? The truth is, consistency reveals care. When someone keeps flaking, it's not random, it's a pattern. Researchers call this social investment. Real friends invest time even when it's inconvenient. Fake ones withdraw as soon as something better comes along. The danger isn't just missing dinner. It's the slow erosion of your self-worth. You start lowering expectations, normalizing neglect. Remember, if you always feel like you're begging for a spot in someone's calendar, they've already told you where you rank. 4. They leave you out of the picture. Few things hurt more than finding out your friends made plans and didn't invite you. It's one thing if it happens once, it's another if it's a pattern. Imagine scrolling social media and seeing photos of a night out with everyone you know, except you. That silent exclusion speaks louder than words. But here's what most people miss. It's not about the event itself. It's about belonging. Psychologists call exclusion a form of social punishment. Sometimes fake friends use it to control the dynamic, making you feel grateful just to be included the next time. But real friendship isn't conditional. It doesn't treat your presence as a bargaining chip. When you're repeatedly left out, it's not forgetfulness. It's a signal. And ignoring that signal only keeps you locked in a cycle of hoping for scraps of connection. 5. They only call when they need something. A real friend checks in just to see how you are. A fake friend? Their messages usually start with, "Hey, can you?" or "I need a favor." Imagine weeks of silence, then suddenly your phone lights up. Not because they miss you, but because they need a ride, money, or connections. That's not friendship. That's convenience. The trap is, they often make you feel guilty for noticing. Come on, You know I'd do the same for you. But would they, really? Psychologists call this instrumental relationship, where the connection is purely transactional. The danger? It trains you to measure your value by what you can provide, not who you are. Over time, you stop expecting care and start expecting requests. True friends celebrate you without needing anything. Fake ones treat your kindness like a vending machine. Press a button, get what they want, and walk away. 6. They give backhanded compliments. Ever heard, "You look great," for someone who doesn't usually dress up? Or, "Wow, you actually did well on that test." At first it sounds supportive, but there's a sting underneath. Backhanded compliments are a fake friend's favorite weapon. They get to look polite while slipping in an insult. The trick is subtle. It makes you doubt yourself while they look innocent. Experts call this covert hostility. It's a way of keeping you small, of clipping your wings while pretending to cheer. Over time, you start shrinking your achievements just to avoid the sting. But here's the truth. Real friends clap loudly when you win. They don't lace their applause with poison. If someone's praise leaves you questioning your worth, it's not a compliment, it's a warning sign. 7. They only talk about themselves. Conversations with real friends feel like a dance. Sometimes you lead, sometimes they do. With fake friends, it feels like a lecture you never signed up for. You mention something exciting about your week, and within seconds, the spotlight is yanked back to them. Their job, their drama, their victories. You walk away from every hangout drained, realizing you barely said a word. But here's the hidden cost. It's not just annoying, it erases you. Psychologists call this conversational narcissism. It's not about being chatty, it's about control. Fake friends keep the narrative centered on themselves, not because they don't hear you, but because your story doesn't serve theirs. The danger is subtle. Over time, you learn to silence yourself. But real friendship thrives on balance, listening, sharing, holding space for both voices. If you're always the audience, never the co-star, then maybe the friendship was never mutual to begin with. When you put all these signs together, a clear picture forms. Fake friends gossip behind your back, blame you when things go wrong, and vanish when you need them most. They cancel plans, leave you out, use you for favors, cut you down with disguised insults, and keep conversations one-sided. The hardest part is, none of these signs appear overnight. They build slowly, until you're left wondering why you feel so alone in a friendship. But now you know. Real friends show up, listen, and celebrate you without strings attached. Fake ones drain your energy and make you question your worth. Spotting the difference is the first step to protecting your peace and choosing relationships that actually deserve you. Have you ever spotted these red flags in your own friendships? Share your story in the comments. I promise you're not alone. If this video helped you see things more clearly, give it a like and hit subscribe so you won't miss the next episode in this series on toxic relationships. And if you're ready to go deeper, check out our next video on toxic traits that quietly ruin trust. Your healing starts with awareness. Let's take that step together.